Good day, everyone. I want to jump on today and provide four stats that should help us get through the rest of the year. So, the first thing is months of inventory. These four charts are going to cover the last 5 years from 2019 to 2024. The last 5 years were absolutely unprecedented. So, these four sets of stats can be super useful in pondering whether you are a buyer or a seller and how to position yourself. The first is months of inventory. We usually think about 6 months of inventory being a balanced market between buyers and sellers. We are still at 4 months inventory at the end of May 2024. One of the things that I want you to see is at the beginning of 2019 in January, there was 8 months of inventory, and we did have a fairly flat 2018. But what I want you to see is by the end of 2019 in December, and this is pre-pandemic, we had only 4 months of inventory. And so that inventory rose in that first half of 2020, and then it began to go down. And you see here, December 2020, 2021, 2 months of inventory. We did not get above 2 months of inventory until July of 22. And the only reason we got to 4 months of inventory in July of 22 and then by January of 23 was because of those double-digit increases in the average price per house. So the second stat I want to give you a look at is the active number of listings. So you guys, this is a super, super important stat for buyers and sellers. So while months of inventory indicate that we are still in a seller's market, the inventory may tell a similar story. Okay. So across the country, we have had about a 35% increase in active listings on the market. That is huge and so important for buyers and sellers for there to be more inventory. Again, let's take a look. This is Asheville single family only. I should have said that earlier. So in January of 2019, you guys, we had 721 active Asheville single family listings. At this point in May of 2024, we have 520 active single family listings in Asheville, North Carolina. So I want to show you. So that is a great increase. If we just look back at May of 19, 876. By 2020, we had dropped almost 200 active listings. We dropped another 150. We dropped another 50. We gained a couple. So we have gained about 100 active listings since last year. So we are still an extremely tight market. So let's take a look at one more. Closed price per list price average. Again, Asheville single family only. So this is an interesting stat, and it could very well be based on the month in which houses were purchased and the price range of homes. So what we want to see right now, you guys, is that in April and May of this year, this summer, once a house is priced correctly, and what we want to remember is that on average, homeowners gained at least 50% in the last 5 years, 50 to 60%, depending on the home, the location, and the quality and condition of the property. So once a house is priced well, what this stat shows us is that closed price to list price ratio is 100% right now. We got down to about 97.9 in 2023. In 2022, even the year when interest rates doubled, we got down to 98.3% at one point. That can be a lot, 1 or 2%, depending on the price point. This is not a huge stat for me. I want to take a look at one more stat. That's active listings. That's month of inventory. And this is another way to talk about the average versus median price where we find ourselves. So again, you guys, Asheville single family only. What I want to show you is that on average, list price by square foot average, square foot ratio was $220 a square foot in January of 2019, and it is now squarely at $400 a square foot. Obviously, luxury properties are pushing that square footage up into the 650 to 800 square foot, but just beautiful, contemporary, move-in ready new homes are running $350 a square foot. I am Pierrette Rouleau. Today is Saturday, June 8th, and I hope you're doing really well. Thanks so much.